Welcome, Yogi. I'm so glad you're joining me for yoga today. My name is Regina, and welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. You won't need any props for today's practice, but if you know that you like to use blocks or a strap, feel free to gather those now, and I'll meet you back here on the mat. All right, let's start in a comfortable seat, taking a few moments to settle into the breath. Settle into the body. Feeling the movement of the air in and out of your nostrils. Feeling your sit bones and maybe your feet or shins on the floor. Just noticing your body, noticing your mind. Is it calm or the thoughts racing? The more that you can tune into your breath, the more you can slow down the thoughts, the more present you can become in the here and now, this moment. Narrowing down your focus to your mat for the next 20 minutes or so as we just have a short practice. And this is the work of the whole time, is to stay present with your breath, whether you find the class or some of the poses challenging or not challenging, and just stay really aware of your breathing, keeping it calm and focused. All right, go ahead and blink open the eyes. Let's start by interlacing the fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your biceps in towards your ears. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears towards your waist. And then press up through the heels of your palms. And take a deep breath to expand your ribs out to the sides. As you exhale, release the fingers. And let's take a twist. Left hand to right knee. Lift up through your chest. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. And then come on back to center. Interlace your fingers a second time. Look at which finger goes on top. And then switch so the opposite fingers are on top. You know you're doing it right when it feels a little weird. And again, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your biceps into your ears. Draw the shoulder blades down. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here to expand the rib cage, open up the shoulders. Make sure your jaw and your neck stay nice and soft. Big inhale, press up through heels of the palms. And exhale, twisting to your left, right hand to left knee. Lift up through the chest. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, turn a little deeper to the left. All right, and then back to center. Take a little side bend here, bring your right hand down, left arm up and over, stretch through the left fingertips. And again, breathe into the left side of your ribs. Use your breath to expand open those muscles in between the ribs, opening up the shoulder and chest. Back up through center, switch sides, left hand down, right arm up and over. If you can keep your right sit bone grounded, do that. If it lifts up, it's fine, but work it down towards the floor if it's not there already. And take a deep breath through the right side of your ribs. As you exhale, stretch your right fingertips over a little bit more. One more big inhale here. Exhale, reach. And then inhale, come on back up. All right, let's come on to hands and knees for a tabletop. In your tabletop, spread your fingers wide. Grip the floor a little bit with your fingertips to strengthen up the forearms. And then roll the biceps forward. And so that external rotation, the shoulder, is really healthy for the shoulder joint. Press the floor away so you round through your upper back. And then do a few cat-cows with your inhale. Press the floor away. And then exhaling. Sit bones, crown of your head lift, belly goes down. Inhale, press the floor away, round through your back. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. And then come on back to a neutral spine and make some circles around your wrists. I'm feeling the wrist joints warming up here. Keep gripping the floor with your fingertips. Keep breathing deep. And then switch the direction. Making big circles with the shoulders around your wrists. And then come on back to center. All right, curl the toes. You can walk your knees back a little bit. And then start to lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Press the front of your mat away with your hands. Stretch your heels down towards the floor. Just let your head hang here. The weight of your head can help traction out the cervical spine a little bit. Feel free to bend one knee and then the other. Maybe pedaling into the feet. Opening up the hamstrings. Moving in whatever way feels good here for the next couple of breaths. Maybe that means working your hips a little side to side. Just whatever feels good. And then coming on back to your downward dog, finding a moment of stillness here. Tuning into your breath. Now let's inhale forward to plank. Keep rolling the biceps forward. Exhale back, downward dog. Inhale forward plank. Exhale back, downward facing dog. A few more times like that, going at your own rate. The inhale draws you forward. Exhale pulls you back. And so it's fine if your movement is a little faster, a little slower than mine, just going at whatever rate feels good to you. One more here, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank, pause and plank. Press the floor away, rounding through the upper back. Right, reach back through the heels, and maybe you can bring your shoulders a little more forward over your fingers. Take an inhale, and with your exhale, come into a side plank. Spin your heels to the left and stretch your right arm up. Lift your hips a little higher. Maybe bring that right arm up and over your ear. Another side bend here, stretching the right ribs. Exhale, right hand comes down. Switch sides. Spin your heels right. Left arm rises up. And lift your hips a little higher if you can. And stretch your left arm up and over the ear. One more inhale. With your exhale, bring your left hand down. Plank pose. And back to downward facing dog. All right, looking forward to the front of the mat. Step your feet up. Make your way into a forward fold at the front of your mat. Lower down over your legs. And with your inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Reach through the fingertips. Pause at the top. Press your palms together and draw the bottom ribs down as you lift your pubic bone up toward your belly button. This action helps to lengthen the back and engage the abdominal muscles. Inhale, reach back a little bit if it feels good. And exhale, forward fold. Now step your left foot back into a runner's lunge. Hips sink down, chest lifts up. And with your exhale, straighten the right leg. Dig your right heel into the floor. And then reach your chest out over that leg. Bending the right knee again, back to your runner's lunge. Take an inhale. And with your exhale, come forward to warrior three prep. Fingertips to the floor. Stretch back through the left leg. Chest reaches forward. And then exhaling, place your left foot down next to the right. Forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Reach up through your arms. Pause at the top. Press the palms together. Draw bottom ribs down. And exhale, lower, forward fold. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge. Sink your hips down. Chest lifts up. Exhaling, straighten your left leg. You can flex the left foot and draw the top of your left foot towards your shin, right, for a little more stretch down the calf, and then dig your left heel strongly into the floor. Reach your chest out over the left leg. And then bend your left knee. Runner's lunge. Bring your fingertips forward. Warrior three prep is next. Reach back through your right leg. Torso is parallel to the floor, stretching the chest away from the right heel stretching back. Inhale. And exhale, right foot comes down. Lower down over your legs. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Reach through the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Step on back, plank pose. And downward facing dog. This time as you inhale, roll forward, still pressing the floor away, rounding through the upper back, and then making your way to a modified upward dog. All right, pause for a moment here, bend the elbows a little bit so you can pull the tops of your arm bones back. Reach back through the heels. And then exhaling, back to downward dog. Inhale forward, rolling through plank, modified up dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale forward, roll through plank, modified up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank, spin your heels to the left, side plank. Reach that right arm up, arm over the ear. Now take your right foot and place it back behind your left calf and open up for wild thing. Make some big circles with that right arm, pressing the floor away with your left hand. Now rolling back through a modified side plank, draw your right knee up and then place it at the front of your mat next to your left thumb. Move slowly, press the floor away. Right foot down, left knee to the floor, and inhale, stretch it up. Here you are in your low lunge, still drawing the pubic bone up towards the belly button to lengthen through the low back. Inhale, stretch the arms up, and with your exhale, open twist to the right, reach your arms away from each other. Keep reaching those right fingers back. And then bring your right hand down to your left hamstring. Left arm stretches up. And then exhaling, bring both hands down, half splits. You can toe heel that front foot forward a little bit. And just like we did before, dig your right heel into the floor, dorsiflex the foot, and reach out over your right leg. You can walk your hands forward if you have the space in your hamstring. Now bending your right knee, right, walk the foot back a little bit so you can get the right foot flat to the floor. Lift the left knee, coming up to your lunge. Inhale. And with your exhale, standing splits. Spring that left foot up. Right, lifting as high as it'll go. Maybe you can grab your right calf. And then extend up through the left leg. Reaching your head down towards the right foot. Make sure you're breathing smooth and slow here. Inhale. And then exhale, left foot down next to the right at the front of your mat. Lower down over your legs, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to stand, reach up through your arms. Exhale, right back down. Step back to downward dog. And then 3 times, roll forward through your plank, that modified up dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale forward. Pressing the floor away. Pause in your upward dog. Now bend the elbows a little bit so you can pull the head of the shoulder bones back. And downward facing dog. All right, side plank on the right. Spin your heels to the right. Left arm stretches up and over your ear. Inhale. And with your exhale, place your left foot behind the right calf, coming into your wild thing. Make some big circles with your left arm. Pressing the floor away with your right arm. And then making your way back through side plank, lift the left knee, and then place it forward at the very top of your mat next to your right thumb. And when you get there, place the right knee down and inhale, come on up to your lunge, low lunge. Inhale, stretching up through the arms. Big breath in. Exhale, open twist to the left. Reach your arms away from each other. Inhale here. And exhale, left hand to right hamstring. Stretch your right arm up and back. And take a breath into the right ribs, right upper chest. And then exhaling, both hands down. Toe heel your left foot forward for half splits. Dig your left heel into the floor, dorsiflex the foot, and stretch out over your left leg. All right, bending your left knee. Coming into a high lunge this time, curl the back toes, lift your right knee. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, hands down, spring that right foot up for standing splits at the front of your mat. Maybe grabbing the left ankle, maybe both hands to the floor. And whatever allows you to get your balance here. Stretch that right leg a little higher. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, right foot down. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch all the way up to stand. Reach up through your arms. A little back bend here as you're warming up. If it feels good to take a little back bend, go ahead and do that. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stretch your torso parallel to the floor. And exhaling, step back, downward dog. This time, inhale forward to your plank. Lower slowly all the way to the floor. And keep your elbows hugging in as you lower through your chaturanga. Go slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, inhale, fingertips behind your back. Lift your chest. You keep reaching your knuckles back towards your heels. And gaze can be down at the floor, just in front of your mat, so you're not trying to crank your neck up and keep the neck long, but use your back muscles, right, to lift the chest a little higher. Reach your knuckles back one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly lower. Hands under the shoulders, curl the toes, and make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right leg up. Reach out through the right heel, and lift your inner right thigh towards the ceiling to help level out your hips. Straighten the leg in the air, reach out through the heel. Inhale. Exhale, draw your right knee to the right upper arm, pressing the floor away, round through the upper back, shoulders over wrists. Draw your right knee to your nose, right knee to left upper arm, and then bring it on over for fallen triangle. Right leg extends out, place the foot down, and inhale, sweep your left arm up and over your ear. Making some big circles with that left arm. Rolling your chest open towards the ceiling if you can. And then bring your left hand down, lift the right leg back up. Coming into wild thing, right? Flip your dog over. Right foot to the floor. One inhale, stretch your right arm over. And then bring your right foot up for warrior two. So move slow here as you draw your right foot to the top of your mat. Place it down. And then inhale, come on up, warrior two. Reach your arms away from each other, bending to 90 degrees in that right leg. Look down, make sure you can see your right big toe inside the knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, settle the hips a little bit lower. Inhale, reach your right arm up and back. Reverse warrior. Come on back up, warrior two. And exhale, extended side angle. Right hand can come down inside your right foot. Left arm up and over the ear. Keep drawing your pubic bone towards your belly button so that the low back stays long. Inhale. One more exhale, reach through the left fingertips. Inhale, back up, warrior two. Now from here, half moon, you can place your right fingertips forward to the right foot. If you like a block here, feel free to use that. And then extend out through the left leg. If you like a Chapasana variation, you can reach back and grab your left foot with the left hand and open up the front of that left thigh. Inhale. And with your exhale, release the left foot if you've got it, and take 3 Shiva squats. So left knee comes to the outside of the right ankle. You can have your fingertips to the floor or not. Back to half moon. Shiva squat. That's 2. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down. Shiva squat. Pause here. And keep your right heel grounded, and then have a seat for a seated spinal twist. Right knee is bent up. Hook your left elbow outside the knee, and then twist to the right. Take a deep breath in as you inhale, lifting your chest. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper to the right. And then back to center. Lift right back up to half moon with or without your hands. Inhale. And with your exhale, step back to a lunge, runner's lunge. Left toes touch down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale back, downward dog. Roll forward. Through plank to your modified up dog. Bend the elbows, draw the head of the arm bones back, lift your chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, reach out through the heel. Right heel stretches down. Inner left thigh rolls up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, draw left knee to left upper arm. Lift as high as it'll go. And press the floor away. Left knee to center, maybe touch your nose. Left knee to right upper arm. And then bring it on out for fallen triangle. Left leg extends right. Place the foot down. And roll it open towards the ceiling. Maybe making some big circles with that right arm. All right, bring your right hand down. Pick the left leg up. Flip it on over to Wild Thing. Make a big circle with that left arm. Inhale. And as you exhale, step your left foot up for Warrior Two. Bend the left knee. Move slow, slow, slow. So slow. With control. And when you get your left foot there, adjust as needed. Inhale up to Warrior Two. And again, look down at your left big toe. Make sure you can see it inside the knee. Sink the left thigh a little deeper. And reach out through the fingertips. Inhale, reverse. Left arm up and over. Exhale, side angle. Left hand down. Right arm reaches over your ear. Draw pubic bone towards belly button. Take an inhale. One more exhale, sink your hips a little lower. Inhale back up, Warrior Two. And then coming on forward, half moon. Right leg stretches up. Reach through the heel and try to stack your hips. Right hip stacks on top of left. And if you took that Shavasana variation on the first side, then feel free to do so here. Grabbing your right foot, opening up the front of your right thigh. Maybe getting a nice stretch in the right shoulder if you're choosing this variation. Inhale. One more exhale, open it up. And then releasing the right leg. Right, 3 Shiva squats. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to outside of left ankle. Hands can be on the floor to help. Inhale back up, half moon. Exhale down. Shiva squat. Inhale up, half moon. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half moon. This time when you bring that right knee down, have a seat for your twist. Both sit bones to the floor. Hook right elbow outside the left knee. And twist to your left. So with your inhale, lift up through your chest. With your exhale, twist a little deeper to your left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. And then come on back to center. With or without your hands, make your way back to half moon. Inhale. With your exhale, making your way back to runner's lunge, fingers either side of left foot. Right foot touches down. Sink your hips. And then step back, downward dog. Inhale forward to plank. Hug your elbows into your sides, into your ribs as you lower all the way down for 5, 4. Keep stretching your tailbone toward your heels. 2. Ooh, and 1. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest. If you want a little bit more, you can start to lift the legs off the floor, point the toes, and reach back through the feet. Make sure your breath is smooth and full, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Lift the chest a little higher, reach your knuckles back, and exhale slowly lower. All right, hands under the shoulders. Make your way back to a child's pose. You can have your hands forward or hands back by your heels, whatever feels better for your shoulders. And taking these few moments here to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath. If the mind has wandered off, this is a great time to bring it back to the here and now, to the present moment. And coming on back up, do a camel pose. So for camel pose, your hands can be on your hips. Heel of the palm down on your hips, pressing down to lift your chest. If this feels okay, you can reach back and maybe take hold of your heels. That's completely unnecessary, right? Feel what is best for your back. If you are grabbing your heels, make sure you're lifting your chest. And if it feels okay to bring your head back, you can do that. Only if it's okay on the neck. And then slowly releasing, having a seat on your heels, placing your palms down on your thighs or palms up in your lap. Once again, just checking in. Those back bends are so great to open our chest and shoulders, and they can get a lot of energy moving, so just feel that in your body. Notice if your breath is deeper. Maybe the body's a little bit more energized, a little warmer. Just noticing. And gently blinking the eyes open. Go ahead and roll your feet off to one side. Make your way onto your back. And when you get there, draw your knees into your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Wrapping your forearms around your shins. You can do a little side to side, a little back and forth on the spine, whatever feels good. And then setting up for a bridge pose. Place your heels down so you can brush the back of your heels with your fingertips. Get the feet in nice and close to your hips. Press down into your heels and then start to lift your hips off the floor as you arch your chest toward your chin. And tune into the rise and fall of your breath. As you inhale, feeling the belly expand, the chest lift up. As you exhale, find out if you can press into your heels a little bit more to lift the hips higher. Inhaling, expand. Exhaling, press into the heels, lift the hips. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press into your heels. And then slowly bring the hips down. You can windshield wiper the knees side to side. Releasing the low back. And then making your way into a figure 4 stretch. And start with the right ankle over left knee. Reach through the triangle, grab your left shin or hamstring. And look at your right foot, like the one that you can see here. Press through the heel so the foot is flexed. That'll protect the knee and give you more stretch into the hip. And then releasing that, bring your right knee over to left for a spinal twist. Right arm reaches out to the side. And then making your way back to center. Hug both knees in, big squeeze on the shins. And then figure 4 on the second side. Left ankle over right knee. Reach through and take hold of your right shin or the back of your hamstring. Flex the left foot. And use your arms to draw the right leg a little closer to stretch into your hip more. And releasing that, come into your twist. Left knee over to the right. Left arm out to the left. And then back to center. Let's take the next couple of breaths for any final adjustments before your Shavasana. Letting your feet just roll out to the sides. Hands palm face up on the floor. Letting the weight of your body settle in. And when the body starts to quiet down, the mind can often start to rev up. So if that happens, just notice. Return your awareness to your breathing. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and stretch your toes. Maybe reach the arms up and overhead for one more full stretch here. And draw your knees into your chest. Roll over to one side and make your way up to seated. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to practice with me. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.